Joining us now for Wellness Wednesday is Luann Alameo to discuss healthy holiday eating and cooking tips. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
You're welcome, Kaylin. You're welcome. I'm glad to be here.
So, what are we making today?
Well, we're making an herb dip, and it's really, really simple, and I'm going to have you help me.
Okay.
It's one of those things that you can take to the party, and as millennials, it's really easy. There's only 3 ingredients. It's cheap,
Nice.
number 2, and it's healthy, and it's very satisfying.
Great.
And so I'm going to have you just put in the dill when
Okay.
I put in the cottage cheese, but you just need about a cup of cottage cheese.
Okay.
And whatever, if you like the full fat, 1%, it doesn't really matter. I think if it's going to need a dip, you need the full fat. You need
Right.
the full fat because
The
cottage
thickness.
cheese is healthy. Yeah, and I'm just going to have you. I would open up the other side.
Other side, okay.
Yeah, and just sprinkle some in, half a teaspoon, a teaspoon. The herbs are what make this. Yeah, the herbs are what, that's great.
Okay.
And I'm just going to put in about a half a teaspoon of it's just ranch.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's familiar with ranch.
Oh, yes.
Dip mix. And then I'm going to have you smell these herbs.
Okay.
Smell those.
Oh, very fresh.
Yeah, I just picked them from my garden. There's rosemary, thyme, sage, and some other things in there. Just any herbs that you have from your garden, or you can buy them. It doesn't make any difference. You put that in.
All of it?
All of it.
All right.
All of it. That's it. And then,
Oh my
voila,
gosh, how easy.
you just tell it's creamy, and you're done.
And you're done.
And you're done. And we've got an array of vegetables and things. There's pepper, celery. You could even do chips. But as food and nutrition professionals, we're trying to get people to eat more fruits and vegetables. And so that's what we wanted to serve with. This is also really great on baked potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of the sour cream, instead of the butter, this is really great because we hadn't really talked yet, but the average weight gain for somebody during the holidays is 6 to 8 pounds from Thanksgiving to New Year's.
Oh, wow.
And so we want to try to avoid that because it's hard to get it off once you put it on. It's easy to put it on, but much harder to get it off. And so things like this can help out. Yet you're satisfied because you're munching. It's taking more time to eat the food. And so it's really great.
Right, so easy for the holidays, really convenient and healthy. And kind of with the holidays, you mentioned people overconsume. What are some tips for people not to do that when they go to parties, host parties and whatnot?
I'm so glad you asked. One of the things is when you go to a holiday party, actually you should probably eat something healthy prior to going. And so, eat an apple, have a couple of tall glasses of water before you go so you're already kind of full. And then the other thing is take part in the relationships that go on at the party rather than just hanging and hovering around the food. Because when you hang and hover around the food, you're more tempted to eat all that fudge and eat all that candy. And 2 pieces of fudge is about 500 calories. And if you eat 3 pieces, you put on a pound.
Right.
Unless you burn it off with your physical activity. So it's really, it's really, really easy. It's better to hover around the strawberries and, even the dark chocolate covered strawberries and hanging around the fudge and the cookies because just a couple of those can add up.
Right.
The other thing is make sure that you position yourself when you're in conversation with someone so you're not looking at the food.
So, not like this.
Yeah,
With
right.
The food, okay.
Yeah. Just make sure that you're not positioned so you're constantly looking at the food.
Right.
And we all love to bake around the holidays. We all love to do that, but try to choose recipes that have lots of nuts, have lots of dried fruit, bananas, cranberries, those kinds of things. Dark chocolate, that's great. Rather than the stuff that are high-loaded sugar, those kinds of things. And that's just a little better. And you maybe want to just put a small plate of those out rather than the whole allotment or the whole bag or whatever the case may be. And then you eat less. But really concentrate on the relationships. That's really what a party is all about. I mean, the food is secondary, and yes, it brings people together, but if you concentrate on the relationships and not so much on the food, you won't have the tendency to overindulge. And I think that many people have the symptoms sometimes of really poor eating, and they think it's something else, such as sluggishness, such as constipation, such as feeling blue, and those kinds of things. And a lot of times, that's just contributed to just poor nutrition. But we don't think about that. We think it's something else. We pop a pill for it, and it might just be that you need to change your eating habits. Probably, most likely, it is.
So with this dip, though, that's a great start for
Oh, that's a great start.
healthy holiday eats.
It's a great, yeah, it's a great start. And like I said, you could probably eat this whole batch has about 100 calories in it.
Oh, wow.
You could eat this whole thing all day and munch on the vegetables and feel very satisfied. You might want to add a cracker or two, maybe. But yeah, you could eat this whole thing all day.
Well, great.
And only consume 100 calories.
Well, I'm probably going to make this for Christmas, so thank you so much for joining us.
Oh,
this
you're welcome,
morning.
Kaylin.
Thanks for joining us for Wellness Wednesday.